Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the online class of Dr. Khastagir Government Girls High School. After a long Eid vacation, we are now again in virtual class. Hope you all are hale and hearty. I am Moshfeka Chowdhury and our today's class is for class 8 students and the subject is English first paper. Okay, at the beginning of the class, let's look at the pictures. What can you see in this picture? Okay, there are two pictures on the screen, and in the first picture we can see that some passengers are going to travel and there is a plane. And in the second picture, what can you see? Yes, in the second picture there is an immigration counter and some passengers are waiting over there. Okay, let's move to the next slide. And here is another picture. What can you see in this picture? Yes, we can see that some passengers are in the plane and a stewardess is serving something. Now, my dear students, think for 1 minute and guess what is our today's topic. Yes, you are very much right. Our today's topic is about traveling. Okay, our today's lesson is Unit 6, going on a foreign trip. Lesson 1, at the airport. Lesson 2, filling in a form. And lesson 3, going through immigration. Okay, after the class, we will be able to read and understand text, infer meaning from context, write answers to the questions and write the main idea. Dear students, before starting the lesson, let's take a look at the new vocabulary that you may encounter in this lesson. There are 5 new words and these are: Number 1, lounge. Do you know what is the meaning of lounge? Lounge means a waiting room at an airport. Number 2, immigration. And immigration means the process of entering another country. Number 3, expire. And expire means to come to an end or terminate. And number 4, renew. Renew means to make an arrangement to continue for a further period of time. Okay, and number 5, valid, which means officially acceptable. So these are the new words that is in the text. Okay. Okay, dear students, here is another picture. Look at the picture carefully. What can you see? Can you guess the place? Who are the people in this picture? Yes, it seems that this place is an airport and the people are some passengers waiting to fly. So let's start the class and find out if our guesses are correct. So my dear students, let's start reading the text. Zara lives with her parents in London. They have come to Bangladesh to visit Zara's aunt and uncle. She is very close to her cousin Mita. Both the families have visited many interesting places together in Bangladesh. It was great fun. Then they decided that they would visit some places outside Bangladesh too. They decided to go to Thailand. But Mita's parents were too busy with their work, so they could not go. However, Mita was going with them. Mita, Zara and her parents are at Hazrat Shah Jalal International Airport. They are waiting in the lounge. Mita is very excited. This is her first time to board a plane. They are flying by Bangladesh Biman. Mitha is hoping to have a great time in Thailand. As they wait, the two cousins start planning what they would do once they reach Bangkok. Mitha's uncle brings forms for all of them to fill in before going. Through the immigration, he gives one to Mitha and says, "You have to give some information about yourself in the form. The immigration officer will check your passport and stamp it, and then you are ready to travel." Mitha, Zara and her parents start filling in the forms. Dear students, now there are 3 questions based on the previous text, the text that we have just finished. Okay. Now you have to read the questions and write the answers of the questions in your copy. So take 10 minutes of your time and write the answers in your copy. So I hope you all have finished writing the answers. Let's check the answers. Our first question is, why is Mitha excited? Mitha is excited as it is her first plane journey. Question number 2. Why aren't Mitha's parents going with her? Mitha's parents are too busy with their work, and so they aren't going with her. And our third question is, what does an immigration officer do at the airport? Dear students, what is the answer? At the airport, an immigration officer checks the passport of the passengers and stamp it. I hope you all have written the correct answer. Dear students, now we are in lesson 2 and the name of the lesson is filling in a form. As we can see, there is a form on the screen and the name of the form is departure card, and it needs some information of the passengers to fill in the departure card. Okay. So dear students, here is another text about Mitha, and this text contains the important information of Mitha, and we need to fill the departure card that we have shown in the previous section on Mitha's behalf. Okay. Mitha's full name is Mitha Sultan Ahmed. She was born on 6th May 1998. She got her passport on June 09, 2010, and it's a 5-year passport. It will expire on 8 June 2015. After that, she has to renew her passport. Her passport number is AB 9824251. She is going to Thailand by Bangladesh Biman, flight number BG88 on 14th July 2012. Mitha got her visa from the Royal Thai Embassy in Dhaka. Her visa number is T9115138. The visa was issued in Dhaka on 29th June 2012. The visa is valid for 3 months. It will expire on September 27th, 2012. It is a tourist visa. If you are traveling on a tourist visa, you are not allowed to study or work there. Dear students, we are in lesson 3 now, and the name of the lesson is Going Through Immigration. So dear students, there are 2 pictures on the screen. Look at the picture carefully and try to answer the following questions. Why does a person need a passport? What are these booths for? Why are people standing in the line in front of them? And what are the persons doing inside the booth? Guess the answers of the questions, and then let's move to the next slide where there is another text for you. So there is a text again about their traveling. Zara's parents, Mrs. Jhuma Islam, Mr. Mazharul Islam, Zara and Mitha fill in their departure cards and move towards the immigration counter. Mita stands in front of one of the booths. She hands in her passport and the departure card to the officer. The immigration officer goes through Mita's passport, visa and the departure card. "Are you traveling alone?" asks the officer. "No, I am going with my aunt, uncle and cousin," says Mita. They are right there on the counter. "Is this your first visit to Thailand?" "Yes." "How long are you going to stay there?" 7 to 10 days. "Where are you going to stay?" "In a hotel." The officer is talking as well as going through Mita's papers. He finds the papers okay. He smiles and stamps her passport. The officer keeps the departure card and returns the passport to Mita. "Have a safe journey. Thanks." Mita waits for her aunt, uncle and Zara on the other side of the immigration. Once all of them are done, they walk towards the passengers' departure lounge. So, my dear students, this is a conversation between the immigration officer and Mita. Okay. So, let's move to the next slide, and there is an exercise for you based on this conversation. Okay. So, dear students, make a list showing what the immigration officer asks and tells Mita and what Mita says in response. One is done here for you. Okay, and now it is the time for homework. Write a short composition about your experience of traveling to another place. It could be going to your grandparents or aunts or sisters or brother's house. You have to write about your preparation before traveling, your experience on the way, that is launch terminal or railway or bus station or airport, etc. Okay? So, before ending the class, I must remind you to follow the rules of health. That is, wear masks, wash your hands frequently, avoid crowd, and dear girls, thanks a lot for today.